Hello everybody and welcome back. This is gonna be a different video. This is Royalty PvP and there's gonna be a raid event that I was allowed to do. And of course I'm gonna build the base and I'm gonna choose what's going to be inside. So I just want to go around how the base is gonna look like so you have kind of an idea what cannon you're gonna use. First of all, before we do that, this base here is going to be set up half an hour before the event actually starts, so you won't be able to make or pre-make a cannon before the base is even up. It's going to be a random location 30 minutes before, and nobody will be able to set up a cannon before the event even starts. It's going to be claimed by a faction called something. I don't know what we're going to call it, or what the staff is going to call it. But that is basically a little bit about that. As you see, it's going to have a bedrock roof. It's going to extend out to 3 wraps. The same is going to be at the bottom. There's going to be bedrock here, extending out 3 wraps. So you won't be able to reverse hybrid, or you won't be able to use an AC-130 at the roof. So the only way to get into this base here is basically straight shoot. You can left shoot, I guess, if you want to do that as well. But there's only a few ways you can get into this base, and that's kind of to make it a little bit more fair for everybody. We do that. But first of all, we have 2 rooms. Of course, you'll be able to reverse scatter up if you take the target down here. If you look at the Y, this is going to be from Y114 to Y80 or 83. That is going to be the first room. And in this room here, we're going to have cow spawners, blaze spawners, bows, armor, and swords. And 1 single chest, something like this, with sharpness IV axes and maybe sharpness 3 or sharpness 2, maybe books. But there's definitely going to be sharpness IV axes in here as well. The next one is up here, and that goes from Y117 to let me just give me a second here, to Y147. And the reason we don't do it as sky limit is because the raid event is going to take too long, the cannons is going to be a little bit too big, and you're probably going to get destroyed 1,000 times before people find their way in. But all in all, what's going to be up here is uncrackable chests. And that is going to have a kit spooky kit, only 1 kit spooky kit. And then for the faction that breach this base here, no matter if it's down here or if it's up here, it doesn't really matter. They will get a tag, and that's probably going to be something like a raid event 1 or something like that. The next one is 3 watered iron golem spawners, and those are going to be watered somewhere, so you will have to use a cannon to get those. There's going to be Pigman, creepers, and Enderman spawners as well up in here. Those are not going to be water core. You'll be able to crack those if you get in. And it's going to be a 2 chunk. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 2 chunk. We'll see about that. I'm not really 100% certain what we're going to do yet. We do need a little bit of space for designing and stuff like that. But that's basically how that is inside the base. Of course, we're just going to have wrap rounds all the way around the base, and we're going to have 50 of those from counting right here. So after the 3rd, where the bedrock is, that's going to be 50 wraps out on every single side. So you'll have to straight shoot into them or left shoot or whatever you want to do. So that's basically a little bit about that. So 50 walls was decided because we don't want it to be that long. So we don't want it to last 3 days. And I focused on something that was not done the last time. I'm pretty sure the roller raid event where people used slash disguise and invisibility potions to go in completely invisible for all others, and then put lava buckets into the cannon. I've talked to the staff a little bit about that, and the slash disguise is going to be disabled throughout the event. So whenever somebody breaches the base, it's going to be turned on again. So you'll be able to use disguise to get into the base and try to cheat your way around other people. But for when cannoning, disguise is going to be disabled. I'm not really sure about invisibility potions just yet. I'm gonna have to talk to staff about that. I would like it to be disabled as well, because there's nothing more annoying than having an invisible guy putting lava into your cannon, and you have to rebuild it. That's really annoying. So I'm gonna talk to him about that as well, or talk to them about that as well. So we will have a fair fight. I do know, like, we are gonna target Sour, and Sour is probably gonna target us, and the other guys is probably gonna run their own show. But that's also why I wanna why I want to get rid of those slash disguise and visibility potions, because we all know that people are going to put lava buckets into the cannon. We are even going to do it to Sour to make sure that they're not going to be able to be a part of this tag key or whatever. But I kind of want to limit it a little bit, so I know we have a lot of players in our faction, and I really don't want to see Sour just being lava bucket every single shot. I want to see it as whoever built the cannon first and fire it first, they're gonna have a good chance to get in first. So I don't want it to be like the last time I've been part of this, where lava buckets came into the cannon all the time, which is really, really annoying. So all in all, guys, it's gonna be a really cool event, and I hope that I'll be able to see you guys on it. It's gonna be Friday, so I really hope that you guys will be able to come there. I'm gonna put the time and the date. Everything is gonna be down in the description, guys, so don't worry about that. So go ahead and look at the description for the time as well. Other than that, there's not really much more to talk about. Beside the Y levels, guys, remember, from Y117 to Y147 is going to be the main room. That means that's where all the IDs and stuff is going to be. And from Y114 and down, that is going to be where there is mostly armor and stuff like that. There's probably going to be a few chests with potions as well. Of course, you'll be able to scatter up. You'll always be able to scatter up to this one here. But again, if you scatter up, you'll not be able to get the 3 watered iron golems or the uncrackable chest with Kid Spooky in it. But the first faction to breach this obsidian right here gets the tag keys, and the entire faction get that key. The faction that first breach this obsidian gets this tag. It's not a tag key you're gonna roll, you're just gonna get it. So the first faction to breach it, get the tag. It's probably going to be raid event 1 or something like that. I don't know what the tag key is going to be, but I would really like that tag key to show off that I'm going to be the first faction to ever breach the base on the first raid event that I've been a part of, which could be really, really cool. But other than that, guys, there's not really much more to tell about this raid event here. Make sure that you show up on Friday, guys. It will be really amazing to see a lot of people. So the next subject is here is there's probably going to be 5 or 10 chunks out from the actually wall, or the last wall, or maybe 5 chunks out from the last wrap. So let's say that this here is the last. This is number 50 wrap around. Then there's going to be 5 chunks that is claimed by this faction, and that's something like this right here, something like this right here, a little bit further maybe, right here. So you'll still be able to see the wall. I'm probably not on royalty, it's kind of a little lower chunk view, but it's gonna be 5 chunks away, and from there is gonna be there's gonna be a line of red wall that kind of lines out where this claims goes to. So it's going to be something like that all the way around. And after that, whenever you get here, you'll be able to claim yourself a little derp if you're in trouble. There's going to be a lot of PvP. People are going to absolutely just rush to this event here just for the PvP, because there is definitely going to be a lot of it. So make sure that you guys have all your potions on your armor, because this is going to be absolutely crazy. So now that we have this right here, you can go ahead, you can claim this, you can have a little derp, you can have a little trap if that's what you want, but you're gonna make a rule that you're not allowed to claim all the way around the event and just claim it for yourself. So you are allowed, listen up guys, you are allowed to have 9 claims total. So if you have over 9 claims total on this raid event, they are going to be unclaimed. Alright, so if you have over 9 claims, they're just going to be unclaimed. There's nothing like you're not going to get disbanded or something like that, but the claims is going to be unclaimed, and I'm talking all the claims you have around the raid event. So that also means your cannon box, that also means your trap, or if you have something else, it's all going to be unclaimed. Other than that, remember, no cobble monstering, so you can't cobble monster into people's boxes. Other than that, guys, I really hope that we are going to have a great event. I did put a lot of time to think about how this is going to be, and I really hope that you guys will be satisfied with all the rules and stuff we have for this raid event here. I did my best to try to get rid of disguise and invisibility, and it managed to get out of it managed me to disable disguise. I'm going to keep fighting for the invisibility potions, but we'll see about that. But all in all, guys, it's going to be one hell of an event, and I hope that I'll be able to see all of you guys at the raid event Friday. The time is down in the description. But all in all, guys, I spent a lot of time on this raid event here and make sure that everything should be as it should. And I'm pretty sure I got all the rules covered. I'm going to put the rules down in the description as well, so you guys will have an idea of what we're talking about. But 9 claims total, guys. So if you have 10 claims, all your 9 claims or 10 claims is going to get unclaimed. So make sure that you guys are familiar with the rules in the description, so you guys are not gonna get your ass kicked. But other than that, guys, I hope that we're gonna have a great event, and I think that's just about it. Remember, if you like this video here, go ahead and like this video. Comment down below if you have any issues, questions, or whatsoever you might have for this event. And of course, as always, guys, subscribe to my channel. I'm almost at 3K subs, guys. It's absolutely amazing to see that. I want to thank you guys for supporting me for so long. And if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, guys. I make just about anything related to cannons. So I make guides, tips. I release cannons. I've released over 100 cannons as for now. I'm pretty sure it's over 100 cannons. I made you guys a website as well, mcready.net, so you guys will be able to download cannons straight off there, and as well find tips and tricks not on my channel. And there's also calculations, TT calculation for how much hammer you need to stack X amount of sand, how many chunks you need, or how much TT you need to shoot X amount of chunks, and a lot of other stuff, guys. So go ahead and check that out. But all in all, guys, I hope that we're going to have a great event, and I think that's just about it.